Hello, my Style Foundry friends. Wanted to hop on because I've been getting asked the same question a lot recently, which is, how do I define my style? So this is a common question for wardrobe stylists to have because that is our job. That's what we do, is help you figure out what your style is. But I think some people kind of want a starting point of where do I even begin to figure it out before I actually get help with it. So I thought I'd hop on and give you my 3 top tips in helping you determine your style. So, the first tip is that it's okay to love a little bit of everything. That's actually how you have your own unique style. Because you may have heard me say it often, because it's a phrase that I truly believe in, and that is your style is like your fingerprint. It's completely unique to you. And the way to get that unique style that's completely unique to you is liking a little bit of everything and then merging that together to compose your specific look. So it's okay if you go out and you see something that you might not normally pick, but you really like it. That's good. That's helping you define your style. Number 2, that plays into number 1 and helps kind of define that a bit more, is my number 1 phrase: if you don't love it, don't get it. So yes, you're going to like a little bit of everything, but you're only going to get it if you love it. And that is how you're really figuring out what your style is. So if you see something, or maybe it's on trend and you feel like, well, it's okay, yeah, I guess maybe I'll add it. No, we're not adding it, because if you don't love it, then you're not going to wear it. If you see something and you think, that's weird, I really love this piece, but it's not something I would normally gravitate towards. Awesome. You love it. Maybe your style is changing a little bit. It's always going to be evolving. So that could be a reason why you're a little foreign to the concept of it. Or you just don't know what your style is and you're finding all those little pieces of this and that compose your style. So if you love it, get it, that's going to be creating that specific style that's for you. So the last way to kind of cap it all off and have a little bit more of some parameters around what your style is having color dictate those pieces that you are buying. And so what I mean by that is that you need to go in your closet, do it right now if you need to, take a step back, look at all the pieces, and notice what are the colors that you have the most of. And by doing that, you're defining your color palette, which then dictates what you're buying. Because once you have a color palette, we're only going to shop in those colors. And kind of coincidentally, your color palette is usually indicative of the main type of style you have. So for example, for me, my style is kind of girly, glam, I don't know, a little preppy in there too. And so my color palette is heavy on pinks, corals, and blues with some accent colors in like navy, maybe a pop of red, maybe a little pop of a bright green. And then my neutrals are like black, white, and navy. So you could see there that it's kind of a very defined thing, and it makes sense. Being a girly feminine look, it makes sense that I would have pink in there, because that's traditionally probably what you think of when you think girly. And then bright colors are very indicative of not only a preppy style, but also, again, a girly style and a glam style. So you can see how I gravitate towards certain colors because I'm gravitating towards the style that is my own. When it comes to figuring out what your color palette is, what I recommend is looking at it with these kind of bucket categories. So you're going to want to find 3 main colors. So for me, that was my pink, my blue, and my coral. You want to find 4 accent colors. So for me, that's going to be like a maroon, a red, a navy, and that like emerald green that sometimes I pop into my wardrobe. And then you're going to look at your neutrals, and typically that's 2 neutrals. So maybe it's black and white, maybe it's gray and tan, maybe your navy is in there. Just kind of your neutral colors that aren't so loud, that help tone down your outfits. And so then if you see that you're only buying things that you love, even if it's a little bit of this and that, but you're keeping those items within your color palette, you can see how you would coincidentally define your style based on the colors you pick. But then you're also limiting and not going overboard and buying all these random things. You're keeping it cohesive within your style. So that's kind of a high-level overview of how you can start figuring out what the unique look to you is and how you could do that in the comfort of your own home. Now, if you want more specific style tips, maybe it's you are listening to all of this and you kind of figure it out, but you just want to take it to that next level and kind of have your answer. if you can't find it yourself, then reach out to me. I'd love to help you. I'd love to offer my services to you so that you can take the stress out of getting dressed. Or if you maybe have some more questions about helping to define your style yourself, let me know. I'm happy to help. I'd love to give you those answers, any answers that I can provide for you. Other than that, if you just want some basic style tips to keep upping your game before you head out the door to work, then at the end of this, as always, you will see a link to all my social media. Follow me, comment, email me, whatever you need to do to get in touch with me, and I am here to help you. Thanks so much and have a good one. Bye.